Hello, everyone. I'm Eilers-Heffner, Sapphire Ambassador. Super excited to just bring to you some leaders retreat recap from the cruise. It was amazing. What a beautiful vacation. An amazing trip to earn. And the way that Plexus has structured the cruise contest and our Punta contest is that really anyone can earn this. And I especially love that new people can come in and earn it like relatively easily, right? Not that it's easy, but it's doable, and it's designed for those rank ups, those initial rank ups, those fast start rank ups from silver to senior silver to gold, to really reward in that contest. So anyone can do this. Anyone can do this. And so it really comes down to just being excited and being bold and just having really good conversations with your friends and with your family and saying, like, I wouldn't be a good friend if I didn't tell you that you could have freedom from. And, if you know what that is, you can bring that up. And if you don't, you can ask them, like, hey, what is a big health struggle that you're having right now? What is a financial struggle that you may be having right now? I know you don't want to talk about it, but I think I might have something here that could be a good solution for that, and just talking to people, posting things like that. So what Plexus, Gene Tips is our CEO now. So he was talking, and that really saying, like, now is the time, right? Now is the time. With inflation, that there's an income loss of $7,300 per year. So income loss, right? That's crazy. I had seen a few weeks ago that it's like a $700 a month difference. It's cost $700 more a month this year than it did a year ago to live the same way. So we have people, you guys, that 700, 400, 300, 1,000 or more dollars is really going to make a difference for them. And so we want to present that opportunity, let them make their own choices, but also make sure we're doing due diligence and letting them know what they could be saying yes to, right? Not just, oh, I talked to them sort of a little bit about the business and they don't want it. Well, they probably have no idea what they're actually saying no to. It's going to be 25% more expensive to heat our houses this winter. Not great. And I have a picture. Hold on. Housing mortgage payments have more than doubled since 2021. So that has to do with like a lot of factors. So housing has gone up, and then interest rates have gone up quite a bit, right? Renting is an all-time high. And just that everything is just more expensive, right? So the thing that also Plexus offers is that we are a debt-free company. We always have been I think for a very, very long time. Ever since I have been doing the business, it has been a debt-free company, and we continue to be debt-free, right? And we have a hefty positive cash flow. So that means that Plexus, as a corporation, as a company, they get to make decisions based on what is best for us, what is best for the customers, what's best for us ambassadors. They're not tied to make decisions based on a money decision. Okay. They have done such a great job that they get to continue to make the best decisions for the company and for us. That's really, really encouraging. And, we really can offer that community as well. So, Fallon has talked about following Daniel G on Instagram, and I love his little reels. They're like, a minute. And he said, he gave this example of, okay, Susie, like, you don't think you can afford to start up with my company? Okay, well, it's $1,000 times, divided by 365 days a year, It's $2.70. When was the last time you spent $2.70? And and he had already explained, like, you have to this community, these great products, this. He's explaining all of these great things about what we can offer and say, isn't that worth $2.70 a day? Well, with us, it's cheaper because we It's only $10 to get started plus your product cost, but you get a $10 coupon to give out, right? So pretty amazing deal that people can literally start a business for $0 other than their own products that they're going to want and need anyway. So really cool. And then don't forget that we have clinical studies saying with Reset that you can lose up to 6 pounds. We can say that you can lose up to 6 pounds of fat in 3 days. It's not water weight, that's what the clinical studies have shown. So anyway, that I might have more to say at the end, but that's what I have for now. And I'm going to pass it to my dear friend, Rochelle Furman.
Hey, everyone. So we just wanted to talk a little bit about the cruise experience and what our takeaways were from it. And I'm going to see if I can pin myself. I'm not sure if there we go. So really the whole experience, I kept saying to my husband, is this for real? Is this our life? I never want to take this for granted. I'm so incredibly grateful. I'm so humbled to be on this trip, to earn it for us. I just felt the whole experience. And Elizabeth alluded to the community that we have here in Plexus. Even getting on the airplane heading to Florida, we saw Emily and Janelle, and we got to bond with them there sitting right behind us. We had an amazing experience on the shuttle from the airport to the hotel, near-death experience several times. It was hysterical. We had a great time. Then just bonding with your team while you're there, like everyone from Pink Power you ran into, my intimate team that I have with Team Impact, Jackie and her husband, Elizabeth, Jade, Grace, watching the husbands bond was truly something remarkable. So some of you may or may not know, my husband and I are recently empty nesters. We raised 5 kids together. So this was our first true vacation we've had without kids ever. And it was just such an amazing experience, that time together to relax. But what I left the cruise with was an increase in belief in the business. I am truly convicted that this business is right for me. It's right for everybody. Everybody needs this. The confidence that I have in leading with the business and sharing it with others has just soared. It's almost like, even at the airport coming home, I was talking to everybody. I met several people and was talking to them about Plexus business, waiting in line for our food for lunch to, waiting at the gate, just being bold and having that confidence to talk about it is just a whole new feeling that I left with. I've always had faith in the business and belief in the business, but something happened on that cruise that just truly changed me on the inside of, this is where I need to be, and I need to bring people along with me. There's just no doubt in that. And then also realizing again, too, that this is the best company out there. Alec had shared a story where other MLMs are offering to bring their leaders over for a cost. And he said that he has never and will never buy a leader, but they can sign up for $9.95 and start building their business like the rest of us, right? He is not willing to compromise us as brand ambassadors, the leaders of the company. He's not really willing to compromise the integrity of the company for that. And that just was remarkable. Like, just to hear him say that with such conviction too. Like Elizabeth said, this is a debt-free company. We have a hefty positive cash flow to set us up for that legacy down the road. We are set up to be a legacy company, and others that may come and go, this is here to stay. And that is really, truly remarkable. So build your belief in the business, earn these trips. You will just get poured into, rewarded so heavily, and you'll leave there so humbled at their appreciation for you, and you'll leave there feeling just on top of the world, like this. Everyone needs to do this. So yeah, Punta Cana right around the corner. Anyone can earn it. I love how it is set up for the new people to earn it with those quick rank ups, the fast start. The whole experience was wonderful. So I am going to turn it over now to Jackie.
All
We were
right.
gonna have Danica sneak in after you, Rochelle. Is
Perfect.
Danica on?
Totally fine.
Hi, yes. I wasn't sure.
Hi.
So last minute added me. So this is gonna be short and sweet and cute, like my style and everything. Very natural, brief. Very happy to be here and tell you my experience that I had with the cruise. So I am very happy and lived I'm very happy to live a lot of vacations since the past 2 years with all new things with Plexus. So all places I have never seen, and I get to go on a cruise with two of my member team and with my husband. Never been on a cruise either. I've never been on vacations before with my husband and no kids without Plexus. So that was our first time too in the past probably 10 years. So I'm grateful for that too, having those great trips because we wouldn't have taken those time together if we wouldn't have Plexus um, pay for those trips and be able to go on those trips because we are two people we have our own business and we work a lot and sometimes we don't take those moments for it. And I usually I don't get paid when I'm out on vacation, so I don't take that much vacations. So with Plexus, I've been so happy to be on this with this company. The past 2 years, I have been on 5 trips already, and been spoiled by Plexus. And this cruise was even beyond amazing because it's been so much fun being with Plexus people, only Plexus people on the cruise, and you see all those people that you've seen in the past 2 years, but then you meet some more people, and it's such a great community too. And being with all those people and having so much fun and getting spoiled and getting to live all these stuff with my teammates too of my Plexus team. I guess I'm so thankful for that too. Plexus has been so amazing the past 2 years for me. And I guess there'll be more. Um, you can't believe how these trips are so much fun because we wouldn't have done those trips without Plexus. And so, yeah, so people with me on the cruise and Plexus everywhere. Um, it's just, and food was so good. Like, I don't know if everybody just ate like so much, like the buffet was so really good. Like you can't eat as well with the cruises. I've never seen that. And being there too with all those people and have the belief and have a great experience. And I just took some notes, just babbling about a lot of stuff. So yeah, so the personal growth that you're making too, all these experience and what I've learned and kept in my mind that I think Alex said was that I'm not sure if it's Alex, but I remember saying that he said a failure is you're learning about it. You're not just like giving up after that. You're just learning about your fail and you're going forward. And that is totally true. And I'm just going to work harder and work on that. And I think all these 2 days of we had a 2 hours general session too. That was really awesome because it was really nice to have all these testimonies and seeing those people talk in front and having such great teams and teamwork and that can um, everybody can do this. Anybody can do this too. So I just believe it totally 100%. So that's about it. I guess this company I just saying is very generous and I'm so thankful for it too. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I have Grace up next. Did Grace make it on?
Hi.
Hi, Grace.
Hi.
So everybody, my name is Grace. I actually was fortunate enough to go with my friend Jade, just as a guest. I don't actually do the business right now, but I just wanted to share a little bit about my experience. I really didn't know much about the business. I have used the products and I love them, but I have not really looked into the business at all. So what a way to get introduced to that. It was amazing. It was so much fun. We just had the best time. I got to meet such amazing people. One of my favorite parts about that experience was that it's just there was such a large group of people who are all just genuinely happy and encouraging. There's not a lot of places you can go where people are all just happy to be supporting the same thing. So that was probably one of the best parts. It was just not only was it beautiful and sunny and amazing, but it was just so inspiring. I mean, I work just a regular 8 to 5 job, and there's nothing like that. Where I go, we're not all just itching to be together and want to hang out. So it was just something so cool. And to be able to experience that just as a guest is just so inspiring. So I just wanted to thank you for letting me share and just wanted to have that little thing. Thank you.
Oh, I love it. Thank you so much for sharing. And I'm so glad that you were with us. So Jade, you're next.
Thanks, Grace. So yeah, I brought Grace. So we're related. I'm not going to go into how it's complicated, but anyway, this is my second leaders retreat, first ever cruise. It blew my mind. I don't know why. It was probably the most beautiful trip I've ever been on. And what was really amazing was like Rochelle really was saying all that stuff. I don't want to take this for granted. She actually talks like that all the time. And we have those thoughts, but she actually says them out loud, which helps helps me like, yeah, wow, I really don't want to take this for granted. So we're on the island and we're leaving, and Grace and I are like, we probably will never come back and ever to this place. The world is gigantic, and we got to see this tiny little island with all of our Plexus people. Like, it was so special. So that was probably one of my favorite parts of the trip. Danica touched on the food. Amazing. We ate pizza and ice cream at like 10:30 p.m. every single night. I'm a food person. I loved it. The entertainment was amazing. Like, we were spoiled. Like, you can't even describe it, how well you're treated. The trainings, amazing, super inspiring. People just get up there, all different ranks, basically pouring out their heart, just like we do on these calls. Now, like, I struggled with AB in my business, but I made these changes and I just did it. And now here I am. Like, if I can do it, you can do it. I've overcome these obstacles. And before the trip, I don't like leaving my kids. And I know a lot of you guys can relate. Like, it is never easy leaving your kids. And this trip for me was the first time I'd ever left my littlest baby. And it was the longest I've ever left either of my kids, the furthest distance I've ever left them. It was uncomfortable for every single person involved, me, my husband, my kids, and my family who came to watch. But truly, without my Plexus team, Rochelle, Jackie, Elizabeth, I probably would not have gone. And they're like, they will be fine. They will be fine. And how did they know? Because they've been in my shoes. So like, our uplines always, they can see things from a different perspective and angle. And I love that part about it. And when you go, you're just poured into the entire time. So if you are contemplating whether or not it is worth it to like fight to get to the next leaders retreat or whatever that goal is for you, it is worth it 100%, even when it feels like it's not. It is. So I just wanted to share that. Grace was amazing. If you can bring someone interested in the business, that was a great experience for me, at least. And it's fun just to get away and to show somebody else like, hey, this is what my company does. Like, I know it seems crazy that they give all of this to us for free just for doing our job, but it's the real deal. So it's shocking to us, but it's like, it opens their eyes too, and they might know somebody else who needs it. So just those things.
I love that. And I love too, Grace, how you really noted that we want to hang out with one another, right? And I'm a PT. I've had a lot of coworkers, and I do like to hang out with my coworkers, but there's just something very special about our Plexus family and our Plexus community. So Jackie, your turn finally.
Oh my goodness. Yes. So echoing everything that they've said, but I want to speak to those of you on this call who are saying, I can't do this. And those of you who are saying, well, they've been doing this forever. They, this, whatever. Baloney. One of the things that Genevieve said is confidence is created by doing something scared and realizing you didn't die. So if you think that when we reached out to that first person or got that first no, or did some of the scary things that we weren't scared, that's not true. We've all been scared, and we can still be scared doing some of this stuff. You know, the world and people, their opinions, we hear them, and it's whether we choose to believe them and be offended by those or not be offended by those, or if we want to put that behind us and grow, or if we want to let them shut us down and shut our dreams down and take away from us that opportunity to help others. Because as one of the people said during one of the sessions, this business is people helping people help people. And what better thing can we be doing in life than that? So it's not just about the trips. It's not just about that. It's we're rewarded for the work that we're doing, helping others. We get to make friends along the way, and they're true and legit. And this is a really good business, and our leaders are amazing. So I'm going to talk about one of the sessions that I went to. I actually, instead of laying by the beach, which you guys, I really want to do, I'm in Northern Michigan and it's cold and laying in the sunshine. I got to soak up any of that warmth and vitamin D anytime I can, but it was worth the sacrifice to be able to sit in on a session with Gene Tips and listen to him. I mean, he sat casually on the stage and answered any questions that we gave to him. And we asked a lot of questions, right? So some of the things that I liked is he said, hold straight the course and you won't be disappointed. You guys, Plexus is working really hard, and we don't have to make rash decisions. Our leaders don't have to make rash snap decisions to jump on the next, bright, white, shiny penny, because we have a hefty reserve. We're a legacy business. We can make sound decisions. So instead of just chasing the next thing, we're taking our time and we're doing things right. So they're working on making good sound decisions with our computer systems, with our compensation system, with our products, with our marketing, with our legal team. You guys may, if you go online and you type in Plexus, you'll see it pop up. People are scamming, buying products and selling them online. That's ending, you guys. Plexus is putting an end to that to protect us, to protect others. You don't know where that junk is coming from, whose nasty basement it's sitting in, or God only knows what. So Plexus is really making some really good steps to protect us in a whole lot of different ways, which is amazing. We have third-party testing. We're working on all kinds of things for people for the long run. So I think that is amazing, and being able to hear the heart of our leaders definitely solidified for me even more, which it's nuts. Even after 6 years, I can go, man, I'm making the right decision. And one of the things he said too is because sometimes some of the objections we get is people can get it cheaper, or I can go online and I can get this cheaper somewhere else. Not a Plexus product, but something that looks like it. Ask those people, do you know where that company stands financially? Do you know where the products are coming from and where the raw materials are sourced? Do you know their leadership? Do you know what their interests are? And that's something that we can say that our leaders have in mind and they know. So when we're looking at the big picture and you're wanting to go all in with something, this is something you can feel truly comfortable and confident sharing with. So those are some of the big things that I took away. But yeah, it's absolutely amazing.
I have something I wanted to add real quick too that I forgot to mention, but the biggest why, right, for me is changing other people's lives. And we all have faith in our products that can do that, but truly the business is really, truly life-changing. And a moment on the cruise, and I'm going to try not to cry, but We were at the beach on the ocean, and Jade and I were kind of standing in the wake, just kind of taking it all in. And she put her hand around me and said, "This is our life." She goes, "I love you." And I just hugged her and I said, "I love you." I'm like, this is why I want to do this, is to change, lives. Like, I have seen Jade's life change. I have seen so many other people's lives have changed with this. And I didn't know Jade before Plexus. She was a cold reach out, and we are now so incredibly close, and we share a lot of life together. And this is why I want to do this business, to truly change people's lives, and you in Plexus community gives you that opportunity to do that.
Oh my gosh, I love it, you guys. And I'm crying and tearing up, but I do want to point out just a couple things. So Becky said in the chat, thank you, Becky, so much, that when they were talking to Gene with the question and answer, and he said, "I know exactly where each ingredient is sourced." And that's something that I've picked up over the years from different tours we've done at corporate and the warehouse. And Plexus truly sources extremely well, thoughtfully, clean. And they also source from like different parts of the world and countries, so that we don't have like our stevia leaf from just this one part of whatever the world, because if something happens to that crop and it doesn't produce, then we have no other option, right? And that's not the case. Plexus is sourcing from different areas so that we always have a source. And that, like, I don't know, I just don't feel that that is the standard with companies producing vitamins and things. Okay. And then this was just a real small tidbit. Jamie typed it out in the chat here, and that's failure is feedback. Failure is feedback. It's nothing more, it's nothing less. And then we normalize this with our kids all of the time, or our coworkers, or somebody that's coming in new to our job or something. And we're like, it's okay. We can fix this. We can figure it out. Not to do that next time, but we can do it a different way. We normalize this across the board. Oh, my cake didn't turn out. I learned that I can't use less baking powder, whatever it is. We normalize it all of the time. My son was like, "Well, I tried that and it didn't work." I said, "That's okay. You can try again, because now that didn't work. And now that you get to try a new way. It's fine." And then when we get into something like this, now we put this pressure on ourselves that everything we do and everything we post and everything we say and everything we type has to be so perfect, and that we're never going to say anything wrong. That's not the case. That's not the case. And gosh, you guys have like one more minute. So we do this as kids all the time, where we put ourselves in situations, or our parents, just by default, we're kids, where we're in situations that are new all the time, and we just do it. You get used to it. You try a new karate class. Hey, Mom, I want to take piano lessons. You show up at this piano studio, whatever. It's this new thing. And as kids, we accept it. Okay, I'm going to try piano. I don't know these people. Okay. It's okay. I mean, think about junior high, you guys. The first day of junior high, where you basically have 7 first days of school because you meet 7 teachers and 7 different groups of kids. Like, we do this all of the time. So don't be afraid to do it now, and to learn as you go, and grow as you learn. Like, we get to make a paycheck even when we screw up. It's okay. And it's not even a screw up. It's not a screw up. Like, we get to say to people, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe I typed that. So weird. That didn't make sense at all, did it?" Like, we have the opportunity. These are our friends. These are people we know. And if you don't even know them super well, but they're on your Facebook, they've seen something that you post. So they kind of know you, and they didn't block you. So there's some connection there. It's okay. It's okay to talk to them. So failure is feedback. And then the other thing is just thinking and dreaming about where you're going and who's coming with you. And I don't even know that we know all the people coming with us. I have people I want to come with me, but look at Jade and Rochelle. They didn't even know each other, and they're like so tight, and we like all love Jade, and she's all like our little daughter, our grown daughter. So anyway, that is what I have to say. Does anybody have anything else to add? I know we're pushing the envelope now at 9:32. Oh my gosh. All right, you guys. Thanks so much for getting on. Have a wonderful evening. Have a great week.